Oh, felonious. First in line. First in line. How's everybody doing? This time I brought my glasses. Hey, by the way, do you see what I got on? Oh, man. Got my glasses. Big John Livesey. Big John Livesey. Thank you so much. Miss Jess Horse, good afternoon, good evening. Josh Rays. Well, what do you know? 925, hey man, Mark the Narc. Uh-oh, I gotta watch out for Mark. Got my spectacles. That's what old people call their glasses. I'm not old. Let's try this again. I was having a difficult time yesterday. How's that? That's about as close as it'll focus. Isn't that beautiful? That's just beautiful. Ooh, like a sexy woman. No disrespect intended. Miss Jess Horse, no disrespect intended. Just like a pretty lady. And it is a lady. If you take a look at it, that is a lady. She's a pretty lady. I say that with the utmost respect. Well, in just an hour or so, we're going to have the Democrat Party. And I will talk about silver first, but I'm going to warn you, it's going to be a little on the politics side tonight. It is. So you all know what this is, right? You all know what that is. That is the 999 squad. And if you're still a little confused, some of you new stackers, your silver, it's 0.999. Hence the 999 squad. So let's take a look at the charts and see what's going on here. Let's see. Boom, boom. Take that off. I'll do the cryptocurrencies later. So New York spot price market's closed. But the Asian markets are now open. So the world spot price is 26.73. Now remember, yesterday was 27, like 60. So it's lost about $1, right? I got a feeling there's going to be a pullback. I don't want y'all to worry about this pullback. It's going to give us a little bit of a buying opportunity. Now, I need to give you a little disclaimer. This is just an opinion of mine. Please do not invest based on my opinion alone. Please do your due diligence and research your own investments. But in my opinion, the way I'm investing, and I know people hate to hear the word investing and the word silver at the same time in the same sentence. But the way I invest is based on my opinion only. Therefore, my wins and my losses are my own fault, so to speak. So I'm thinking we're going to see a little bit of a pullback. How much? I don't know. Maybe just another $1, maybe $2. I don't know. And I hope I'm not right. I'm hope I'm not wrong. I want to see a pullback. I want to see a pullback so I can acquire more silver. I don't want the prices to go up right now. I'm in my acquisition phase of life. I'm trying to acquire as much precious metals as possible, silver and gold for that matter. So I'll worry about high prices when I'm ready to retire or when I need to sell off, for that matter. And if I could tell you folks that as well, don't worry about high prices now. Don't worry about that, where your silver is. What we need to do, most of us, if we're in the acquisition phase of our lives, we need to worry about getting more silver. And we certainly don't want to get more silver when the price is up, do we? So let's just pray for a pullback. Honestly, let's just play for a pullback. Gold, it's come down. Remember, it touched 2,000 bucks. What, about a week? Maybe a little bit longer. Touched 2,000. I think it actually went to $2,020, give or take a buck. There's a significant pullback with that, as you can see, a good $100. And I have no doubt that silver, it takes its time, but eventually follows. So the crypto market. Let me refresh the page so I have the most current and up-to-date news possible for you folks who are into the crypto market. I know I am a little bit. The markets, as you can see, are all excuse me, are all in the red. And again, that's a good thing. That's a good thing because I don't have enough. What do I mean by that? If I had enough cryptos, then I would be concerned about the price rising. Then I could be a millionaire, pay off all my debt, yada, 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 move to Tampa Bay or wherever, buy myself a fishing boat. But I don't have enough yet to worry about high prices. So again, I'm in that acquisition phase. So Bitcoin took a big dive. I saw it when day before last, 12,000. This price right here, 12,000. What was it? $12,380, give or take. And there's a significant pullback, as you can see. Chainlink, another good people love Chainlink. That was up to $19 and change. It's down to 16. Litecoin is still floating upwards. It's on a downward trend, but it's, as you can see, the little ticker here, it's pointed up a little bit. You can barely see it at the end. But it was what, 63.80, I think. It's only come down a buck, maybe a buck 20. And scrolling down to my two favorites, and then we'll be done with the cryptos. I can hear the knuckles crunching because there's a few folks here that do not like cryptos, and they get really angry with me, and they send me emails that I'm a fool and that it's all digital. I hate to break your bubble, but the dollar's all digital now. Your debit card, it's all digits. There's really no difference here. Only here we have a chance at winning. Digibyte, my favorite, down to 3 cents, 3.1 cents. That's good. I'm hoping to see it come back into the twos, but then again, I see a little tick on the uprise there. It's down 5. I would love to see it down 10. And my final favorite, Digibyte and Theta. It's come down all the way from 46 cents to 40. I'm hoping to see some more losses there. So do y'all remember George Floyd? Is that his name? I don't mean any disrespect. Floyd George, or regardless, I mean no disrespect to him. They put out a video, I think it was I don't know, a few seconds long. And it showed just a short insight to the officer's knee to the neck and how he passed away in front of all our eyes. And they showed this short segment, and even the prosecutor admitted the reason why. He from his mouth wanted the people to believe what they saw, what they wanted the people to believe. They were trying to convey a message, to convey an agenda. They were trying to prove that agenda existed. Lord and behold, a longer version came out. Do you remember? A longer version came out and showed how he was behaving before he died and what got him there. And it kind of kicked the door open that maybe it wasn't just about racism. See, they wanted an agenda. If you only saw that, it had to be a black against white. But when you saw the bigger picture, you saw, no, it wasn't about racism. Although the cop did do wrong, not saying that, it was not about racism. Well, here, longer version of graphic Portland attack video released. Now, I don't know if you are on top of all this. There was a man beaten in Portland. He was already down for the count. And this scumbag right here comes up from behind him. Not a little baby kick. As hard as he can kick right in the head. Knocks him out cold. He could have killed him. I mean, the force could have snapped his neck from that foot hitting him. This man's lucky. So now there's a search and he's evading it. But that's not the point. The point is, after the news media outlets released a short version trying to convey a message to you, trying to tell you how to think, longer Portland assault video released. Are we seeing a theme here, folks? We seeing a theme that we are being programmed to think a certain way. And then when they can't hold on to the longer version any longer due to pressure, it's released. I'm just saying, things to look out for. I want to minimize this screen here, see who's cussing at me because of the cryptos. I'll say hello to a few people. I need to put on my old man glasses. 925 in the house, and Josh Ray's Yokartozi. Is Caramel Harris a citizen enough to be president, vice? I don't want to go there, but I tell you what, he claimed he was going to pick a woman of color. I mean, she's as black as I am, folks. I'm sorry to say, no disrespect. Again, no disrespect, but he went as light as humanly possible. Let me turn off the display. He went as light as humanly possible. I mean, she is Jamaican and Asian. But more importantly, I feel bad for the people who don't see this as just a ploy to gather their vote. It used to be where you would hire somebody based on their ability. And now what they're done is used reversed racism. If you're not black, no need to apply. If you're male, no need to apply, regardless. Gosh darn, these glasses are tweaked. Here I am talking to you like this, like some kind of drunk. No need to apply. Reverse racism, something that they're preaching the white people of being. We're just racist. So they hire this lady, Camilla Harris. Camilla Harris, again, no disrespect towards her, based primarily on affirmative action. Are you freaking kidding me? And the people do not see, gosh darn. The people do not see what is being played upon them. They truly do not see it. I'm sorry. His George Floyd. I apologize again. It's I said George Lloyd or Floyd Lloyd. I don't know what I said. No, I did not see where they said blockchain can be hacked. I apologize. Did not see that. JK Pioneer, don't trust the media. Of course not. Let's say Benzadrex. I can say that name a little better than most. I went to medical school for a little while. Trust me, not to be a doctor. I actually was a hospital dietitian at one time, and then I went to respiratory therapy. But my point is, I can pronounce some of the medical terms, the long prescription names. Benzadrex. Thank you so much for being in the house. That kind of schooling teaches you how to break down those long freaking chemical syllables, the syllables that are in. I sold all my silver and I bought ammo and food. I feel better now. Well, shoot. I hope you got a pretty good deal on that silver. I truly do mean that. Shepard, racism is just another distraction until the puppet race. It's true. I'm not saying racism does not exist. I definitely do not want to take that away from people who have experienced that. But I was born in Brooklyn, raised in the Bronx. Rarely see racism. I see more of racism being told to me from the news media outlets than I see in real life around me. Very much like the corona deaths and the corona cases. I see nobody yet. They're flopping over. They're falling out of the skies like flies, according to the news media outlets. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay? What am I to believe? Stacking gold and silver and lead till the end, aka Diamond D. Thank you so much, Dallas Potts. Sotri. Regarding George Floyd, I never was outraged because of the race. I was outraged by the policemen's wanting to act all powerful, and it killed a man. I'm doing this because I am agreeing with you. I agree with you. Not once did I think it was racism. What I saw was an evil man killing another man. That's what I saw. It had nothing to do about race, in my opinion. And especially once they released the longer version of the video, you saw it had nothing to do about race. Another slap in the face. I don't understand that comment. But thank you so much, Christopher Patterson. But I do agree that the video did not show any signs of racism. It showed incompetent cops. The longer version. Yes, the longer version. Again, they purposely, even the prosecutor said, no, we didn't want to release the shorter version. The longer version. The short version proved our case. That's wrong. All evidence should be used to prove a case, or disprove a case for that matter. Quarter black grandfather, a profitable slave owner. Thank you so much, Nicholas D. Carlo. Obama forced Biden to pick her up behind the scenes. Bugman 5923. Harris is a dirtbag who let innocent men rot in prison to protect her win-loss record. I couldn't have said it any better, Bugman. She's a scumbag, egotistical, narcissist, and she's dangerous for anybody that is not in her family. I mean, she is bad news. She will do and say anything so she can gain power and profit. Amen, brother. Renan the man, Biden's toast. So I heard that last night he came on, he accepted his nomination. One or two balloons fell, and a couple of streamers fell. And I was told within a minute or two he walked off the stage. The emperor has no clothes, is what they're trying to hide. You guys remember that fable, emperor with no clothes? Who else is here? Mark the Narc, you make a good point. Who else is here? Nick Miller, love the shirt. Thank you so much. This goes back to the day. This goes back about 2 years ago, by the way. John Lindsay, AG is still undervalued, but not getting any easier to get a good deal on. I'm not going to get too greedy. Trouble with more Bitcoin bullshit. Everyday digital more scary. Get a big generator. My wife wants to get a generator. And for our needs, I think it might be a waste of money. I mean, think about it. your average generator holds a gallon or so of gas in a normal home. Obviously, if you got land, you got a farm, you can afford to get a 50-gallon gas tank and feed it right into your generator. I live in a freaking suburb. I live in the suburbs. I get a generator. I have tops 5 gallons. It's gone. There's a $6,000 or $600 generator sitting there. I would love to get one, but maybe when I move to my own and get my own land. It's a pandemic, anything to get Trump out of office. I agree with you. This was a planned. This whole thing was planned, folks. Absolutely planned. And people are going to find that out. I went to Walmart today. 2 big blue signs, partitions actually. You know, they're signs that stand up. They stand up about 4 feet, and they're on a triangle. You know, you have to open them up and set them down. Mask required on both sides door. I walked in, no mask. I walked around. I got my motor oil. I needed motor oil. And I got some deli meat. And I got a couple of drink items. Nobody said a word to me. No one said a word to me. I don't know what's going on with these glasses. Maybe they're on that guy's head that got kicked in the face. It got kicked in the face. James Mogud, what does a vampire use for currency? Cryptocurrency. She's so dangerous she can't even remember her own lies. 2 peas in a pod. Let them go down. Lunar Stacker 999 squad. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Stephen Parsons. Thank you so much. Chung Choi. Hello. Marvin Martinez. Nice saying. The emperor has no clothes. D's nuts. Hook a generator to your propane line. I don't have propane here. We have natural gas, though. That might work. I guess there would need to be some kind of converter, right? Who else? Raw Food Writer. We get the deplorables are going to do it again. 4 more years. Marchin. Hello over text. Great to buy at low prices. Who else is here? DC Irish. Silver going down at this point shows it's controlled. The only way it goes to its true value is if it breaks from the COMEX futures, I think he wanted to say. Let's take a look at some of the news here real quick. I've already talked about the Portland asshole. Excuse my language. So that's one. Here it is, the longer version. We can already, they're not even telling us his plan. I've watched 2 nights of this DNC convention, and it's what we would like to do, but not how we're going to do it. Oh, and Trump is the evil. Trump is evil. Trump is evil. It's 99% Trump is bad and evil, and 1% what we like to do. Not how we're going to achieve it, what we like to do. They want to give everything away for free. They want to, one thing he wants to do is make it easier to join a union. And people are like, but have no clue that majority of unions in the United States contribute to the Democrat Party. That's why there's a lot of fighting going on between non-union folks or people who are Republican. They get hired to a factory, the Republican, find out they have to join a union, and they're fighting because they don't want their dues to go to the Democrat Party. And if they don't join the union, well, they get mistreated on the job until they're forced to quit. They call them rats, and their cars get vandalized and whatnot. But anyway, that's what the Democrat Party is for. That's why the Democrat Party loves unions. Very strong on unions. Do your own research, see if I'm misleading you. But most unions donate to the Democrat Party, and that's why Democrat Party protects unions and makes it easier to join. In addition, they like to give more money. Again, make it easier for unions and give more money to schools. And people, again, oh, it's for the children's. Oh, the children's. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. freaking imbeciles. They don't need no more money. What the schools have done is created people have created that culture of the Black Lives Matter, have created the culture of socialism. They can't wait till us average age folks die off. We are the ones that are holding them back. So they want to give more money to school so they can quadruple the output of morons. But people don't understand that. Oh, the children's. Oh, he loves the children's. Has nothing to do about the children's. It's an indoctrination camp, public schools, folks. What we need to do is stop funding the schools. Get them into private schools. Government schools was one of the worst things we've done for this country. We took over the schools. The Democrat Party, in order to change people's beliefs, individual beliefs, and create freaking Black Lives Matter and all these socialists. What else they want to do? Again, don't tell you how they're going to come up with the money. They want to increase minimum wage again. Every 4 years, we want to give you a increased minimum wage. We're going to increase your minimum wage, folks. Ever since they increased minimum wage, I've seen no matter where I go shopping, less and less human interaction at the registers. You notice that it's more and more throughout the years, self-checkout. I was walking at Walmart one day. I'm looking for something. I don't know what the hell I was looking for. A robot. It looked like a box on wheels with a glass window. Comes up and down my aisle. It stops at me and just stays there. And then it backed up and went down, up and down all the other aisles. I asked, what the hell is this, to one of the workers? Oh, that's the new inventory checker. It goes up and down the aisles and it checks inventory and automatically does all the ordering through the wireless technology in the computer. Oh, so where a human used to go and do that and then go in the back office and do the ordering, now you got a computer? Yeah, increase that minimum wage, folks. And there'll be nobody left to earn it because it'll all be automated. I don't think people understand the mechanics of business. They truly do not. A business, I'm going to break the news to you. A business does not pay taxes. A business does not pay the rent or the lease of the space. A business does not pay any wage, regardless of how low or high it is. Hate to break the news to you. What pays for that? It comes from the consumer by purchasing the goods and services of that business. What's collected, some goes to the tax man. You know, it all, if you raise their regulations, if you raise their taxes, all they do is trickle it down to the consumer, you and I. And then you see people, oh, he's going to raise our minimum wage. You effing moron. That is code for raising your taxes. You effing moron. Not only that, excuse my language, I get very passionate. Increasing the minimum wage doesn't do anybody any good, specifically the person who is receiving the minimum wage, because money is just purchasing power. Okay, and when they give you $10 an hour, you're able to buy 10 widgets. We'll just say it. When they promise to give you $15 an hour, what do they do to achieve that? They raise the goods or services that they sell. So you just got $15 an hour. You walk into the grocery store. I can't buy 15 widgets. I can still only buy 10. What the hell is going on? Because everything went up. I went into Mickey D's, McDonald's. I rarely eat there. I was shocked. A number one, a lousy freaking hamburger, which they learned how to cut like 1/8 of an inch thick. Number one was like $11 and change. It used to be $7 for that nappy old freaking brown turd on a bun. The bottom, and you know what else is worse about minimum wage? The person making minimum wage, they get that increase to $15. They could still only buy 10 widgets. What hurts people the most about minimum wage is anybody making above minimum wage. Think about this. Let's hypothetically say you're making $20 an hour. You can afford 20 widgets. A widget is common. It's a metaphor for food, anything you might need. You're able to buy 20 of them. Minimum wage goes up. Person making minimum wage is still only able to buy 10. They really didn't get hurt too bad. But the person making minimum wage, instead of buying 20 widgets, they're only able to buy 15. So the person making above minimum wage gets hurt. You know who benefits the most about minimum wage? Oh, you're going to love this one. You know who benefits the most? I'm going to let you stew on it for a moment. Let me turn off this. You know who benefits the most from minimum wage? The government. Oh, overtax, you don't know what you're talking about. Now I know you went off the chain. I know you went off the chain. What is taxes based on? Tax is based on a percentage of what you earn. Government, all right, let's say the federal government collects, I'll say 20 to 30%, depending on how you set up your taxes. And then your state, right around 5. So your paycheck went from a $10 an hour salary to a $15 an hour salary, and we'll just round the taxes to 30%. So 30% of 10 was $3. 30% of 15 is what? 3, 4, 4.5, somewhere in there. Your taxes went up, and yet you're still only able to freaking buy 10 widgets. The government makes out. It's a way of increasing the people's taxes without letting them know that their taxes are being increased. I'm not going to raise your taxes, Obama said. And in the next freaking breath, I'm not going to raise nobody's taxes. What I am going to do for you, though, I'm going to increase the minimum wage. Oh, hell yeah, I'm going to do something for you. Freaking imbeciles. Oh, he loves us. He loves us. I feel goosebumps on my knees. I feel goosebumps. I like him so much. I feel goosebumps. He's loving me. All right, enough of that crap. Let me say hello to a few more people. Did I piss anybody off with my government stuff? A lot of people do not like me talk. They come here expecting me to talk about silver. And I do. I love talking about silver, but we got to know. The reason I talk about prepping, food prepping, guns, ammo, silver, why? Why do we do it? That's where politics comes in, folks. Do you think we would need this if the government was honest and the dollar was still backed by precious metals? Do you think if they treated us and taxed us fairly, we would need to stack this or freaking gun? Do you think? No. That's why I tell people the reason why, and that's politics, folks. The reason why happens to be politics. Yeah, read my lips. There'll be no new taxes. By the way, I'm going to increase your minimum wage. And now you're checking yourself out of your own groceries. You're actually making less money. You're checking your own groceries out. And they're not even letting you use their time card machine to pay to work for them. It's a freaking joke now. They're making more money. A freaking robot that was doing the inventory and ordering. Go to Walmart. They have them. Google it. Mr. Joe Graves is in the house. Tamara Peabody, she loves my government talk. Thank you so much. I get so much hate for it. And especially the minimum wage rant. People will disagree with me. and they will fight to the death with me. They can care less. They will fight to the death, and they will fight until they prove themselves right. They will fight until they lose family members and friends just to be right. But few care to be correct. And that's what raising the minimum wage does. A business does not pay for anything. The consumer does. The business just collects it, gives a little bit to the tax man, gives a little bit to the leasing office for the space, pays the electric bill with the goods and services, pays for even the striping and the asphalt on his parking lot, the AC, perhaps even the free coffee. The business doesn't pay for it. It's all 100% paid for by the products and services they sell. So the next time you hear a freaking politician wanting to raise your minimum wage, you better think twice. All right, let's back it up a little bit. None, I said hello to you. Little Red Pony, thank you so much. Who else is here? Who else? Who did I piss off? I'm looking for the pissed off comments now. I hate your guts over text. I'm coming to kill you. You're so wrong about minimum wage. It helps people. It doesn't help nobody. In fact, if it does help anybody, it hurts more people than it helps. I just proved that. I just told you. Mark the Narc in the house. Bugman, Josh Rays, Mary, Silver, Kill Gold, and F Crypto. Who else is here? Nick Miller. Hiccups. Loves my shirt. Ron Bear is in the house. Thank you so much. He's one of my moderators. James Moga. What does a vampire... All right, I heard that one. Hit the like button, says None. If you all... I'm not asking to borrow your car keys for you guys. I'm not asking to borrow your lawnmower. All I want from you is just for you to hit that like button. That's all. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Let's see who else is here. Raw Food Writer, and I think I said hello to everybody. MXP 2000. Problem with a generator is that the people know you have something they want. Absolutely. Just came into the room. Glad to see silver and gold go down. Bye. That's by Tamara Peabody. Thank you so much for being here. The swing in Richard. Biden lying, people dying. Lord. And that's the reason why you need to stack silver, folks, because imbeciles like that are running for office. And one day they're going to win. And you're going to wish you had all the silver that you could have acquired. I want to address something really quick. I keep getting bombarded with emails. Should I buy silver at these prices? Should I buy silver? It's too expensive. Should I buy? It's just so expensive. Yes. And let me tell you a story. I first started buying silver in 2008. The price of silver was approximately $38 to $40. I bought my first few hundred ounces at that price. Silver then, throughout the years, dropped down to the 14s. And then it jumped up to 19. And people ask me, should I buy silver at 19? Hell yeah. Because I, in my mind, remember it when it was $38. Price jumped up to 27. Get another battery of emails. Should I buy at these prices? Just too high. Hell yeah, you will kick yourself, folks, if you don't buy at what you think, what you perceive now is the all-time high price. These prices for silver are not the all-time high. They're not the highest you will ever witness them at. So when people email me, should I buy silver at $30 an ounce? Heck yeah. Did I say that aloud enough? Buy what you can and when you can. Take advantage, obviously, of the dips. But we have yet to see silver at its one-day all-time high. I really believe we'll see silver easily in the hundreds. Easily. Now, will it be within a year or two? I'm not saying that. I don't think so. I do believe it will be before many of us retire. In time for our retirement years. Get my old man reading glasses on. So yes, please buy your silver. Aluminum stacker. Trump just got a new guy in the conservative post office president or something. All right. Preaching to the choir. Humongous. Okay. When will Michelle be announced as a Democrat candidate? I have no clue. Shepherd Proudfoot. Pelosi pulled a new one out for her bag of welfare tricks. She stated that they're willing to pass some of the stimulus and come back in January for more. They are going to bury this country and give it away. I want to ask you guys something. If they gave everything away for free, why would and keep in mind the mechanics of doing business, everything comes from the consumer, you and I, through taxes. If you found out you don't have to work no more, you can get everything for free, would you quit working and get everything for free? My point of the matter is, if everybody just recognized, hell, I can get everything for free, I'm just going to quit working, where would they get the tax revenue to generate all this free stuff? They couldn't. It's easy to pull a cart when there's only one person in the cart. But after a while, people get lazy and they want to ride in the cart while everybody's pulling. But pretty soon, more people are in the cart than there are pulling. And that's how free stuff will affect our country. People will slowly say, F this, I'm quitting. I can get all this for free. Why go to work? Why wake up 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning? That's what free stuff is. That's what it does. People are complaining that they're rioting because their government doesn't love them. My government don't care for me. Yet these are the same people that walk down the street with their chest out. I'm Billy Badass. I don't give a mother effing what they think of me, and I don't care what you think of me, and I don't care what you think of me. Oh, my government, they don't like me. They don't love me. Let me tell you something. The government was not designed to love you. The government was never designed to be your parent. The government originally was designed just to defend the nation. It was your job. It was your job to fend for yourself, not the government. And when the government can't afford to buy you your 65-inch plasma television and put rims on your car, oh, the government don't love me, like a little freaking baby child to his mother. You don't love me. You didn't get me my toy. No, it's your job to work for yourself. And that's what's going to happen when everything is free. People are going to say, screw this. It's not worth working anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. And pretty soon, the government will have very little people to collect the taxes from to pay for all this. Jimmy Johnny, thank you so much for being in the house. Stephen Parsons, Social Democrats. Who else is here? Fox Stain Gable, hello over text. Thank you so much for being here. Who else? Soy Ims. Paper silver is used to manipulate the market. Simple as that. Okay. The big oily guy, thank you so much for being here. Gabriel D, I see his message was retracted for some reason. Pete Hansen, I gotta hurry and convert more cash to silver before the dollar collapse. Yeah, I would definitely get more silver. I'm loving this pullback, and I'm hoping to see more of a pullback. Who else is here? Fake account, $15 an hour is broke. I used to make $21 an hour pipe welding, and that is broke too. Paycheck to paycheck. Feel bad for your fake account. I've 1972. George W. said, what? Okay. Dylan doing things, entertaining. Read my lips and scraper stacker, not pissed off yet. Gary Hughes, greetings from California. Thank you so much, Gary Hughes, for being here. Dylan doing things. Most topics I can discuss with my friends and family comes from your news. Thank you so much. And that's a good compliment. Thank you very much that I'm communicating. See, I'm hoping to communicate to where you can understand. And I'm trying to talk to you as though you're in my own living room, not some script. There's no script here. I'm looking at the list of text messages from you guys, which probably is on your right-hand side, and I'm looking at the camera. But I appreciate that. Very good compliment and makes me feel good. Do not buy Dogecoin. It's a main game. Buy Link, Digibyte, Theta. My two favorites are Digibyte and Theta. I haven't even come close to my goal yet, though. Who else is here? Al Rodriguez, thank you so much. How do you feel about the bill signed to allow a digital dollar starting January 1st, 2021? Well, AJ Rodriguez, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't read the bill, but in all actuality, we've already moved to a digital dollar. That debit card that most of us use now, not many people carry cash anymore. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but the dollar is digital now. Okay. So I don't see this again. I'm going to err on the side that I have not read the bill, but I don't see this as a big threat. I don't see this as a big change, is what I'm trying to say. I could be wrong. I need to read the bill. Thank you so much. Maynard Wellman, thank you so much for being here. He gave me 3 thumbs up. Overtaxed taxpayer, do you like pre-33 gold? I don't own any to tell you whether I like it or not, but in my opinion, gold is gold. And gold is good. Trump is talking us back to the gold standard, so gold and silver will go way up. I'm thinking about 3 years, and that'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? Because silver normally, eventually follows gold. Who else is here? The Dodcast, my general rule of thumb, I'll stop buying if it gets over $75 an ounce. Okay. Galaxy Wave, FIJI, silver's going up. Not today, it's not, unless something changed while I was doing this video. I do believe there's going to be a pullback. Whether it's a buck or two, it's coming. Seaway 44, another moderator. Thank you so much for being here, and a long time subscriber. Seaway 44, thank you again. And Bron Bear, another long time subscriber. So you're saying silver while I'm talking is already rising? All right. Waiting for a liberal comment. It's been a while since I put somebody in timeout. Well, I'll tell you this. Not all liberals are bad. And if they leave a reasonable comment, I'm willing to entertain it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, I mean, what am I trying to say? Not all liberals are bad and not all liberals are stupid. It's nice to have a good conversation with somebody without fighting and whatnot. What is the spot price of silver now? Well, when I got on here, it was $26.60. And that was 49 minutes ago. It could have changed. I haven't looked at the markets since I've been on here. Who else is there? Gabby Marr, thank you being here. Gabriel D, long live and prosper. He sounds like Spock from Star Trek. Edgewater Heating, good evening. Cosmic Logic, what's your opinion on coins with huge premiums? Are they worth it? Well, when you say huge premiums, are we talking about like the $9 premium or the $10 premium on Silver Eagles? I say go for it. The huge premium on Queen's Beast or the Privateer series, I say go for it. Again, we haven't seen nothing yet as far as silver, honestly. So the $10 is going to be nothing. It really isn't. When you finally see what silver is, you're going to be like, oh, that $10 was nothing. So, okay, anybody want to block that guy? One of my mods, you want to block him, like permanently block him? Like block him, like don't even need him on my channel. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Munchies the Sock Monkey, thank you so much for being here. And another person likes my shirt. That was probably a liberal, by the way. B-Ball 99 bought another 13 rolls of American Silver Eagles today. 13 rolls? Are you telling me they're 20 to a tube? Are you telling me you bought 13 tubes? Holy smokes. B-Ball, where's my cut? It's like the mafia. Where's my cut? Wonder if that R2D2 is on the shelf as silver coins. No, actually, it's actually a robot. Where is it? See, on my screen, it's on my right, so I get confused. I go like, oh, it's not there. It's on this side. That's actually a robot. I got it from Universal Studios. It works, but it's a pain in the ass. I just let it sit there. Yeah, troll alert. Gary Hughes, do you think silver will go way up? Absolutely, Gary. I've been saying it. I've been saying it since the day I started stacking. And just recent actions in the market have proven to me what silver is capable of. It's kind of like a competitor. It's kind of like an athlete. You see them achieve all these awards, and then they have a few bad months or even a few bad years. But you know in your mind, I see them do this. That means it can be done again. I seen $40 again. My first few hundred ounces were purchased at $38 and $40 an ounce. My very first purchases of silver. I started stacking right around 2008. So I know without a doubt it'll at least go up to 40. I know many of us will see $100 silver, if not more. I truly believe in that. And I'm not saying that to make money off of you. I say this in many videos. In all my video descriptions, you look up every one of them. None of them show links, buy your silver from here. That way I can make a couple of pennies from you. I don't play that. There's no links, no Amazon storefronts. I don't sell the t-shirts and the mugs and... No, I'm telling you from my heart what I believe it's going to be, and I'm not making $1 from you. So I believe one day this will be over $100 in my heart, and I will not sell any silver until I see those prices. And only then will I take out only enough to pay off some debt. Again, I appreciate it if you folks, if you haven't given me a thumbs up, I really do appreciate a thumbs up. Again, it's not like I'm asking to borrow your car keys or, take your wife on a date or something like that. I'm just saying, just a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Steve Stevens, magnificent Canadian maple leaf coin is beautiful. Yeah, they sure are. Canadian maple leaves are actually very nice. And a lot of times you actually can get them slightly cheaper than an American Silver Eagle. At least you used to. Josiah Connor, nice one, B-Ball. Thank you so much, Mark. UC 0093 sold off my Lego collection last week. Was collecting since mid-90s, all going to gold and silver. Freaking awesome. Cosmic Logic. I still collect Legos. We actually have a very old Lego set still in the box from, I think my wife said, the late 70s. Big freaking box. The thing's got to be 3 feet long and about a foot and a half wide. One of these, we'll sell it. Shirt is sweet. Thank you so much. The reasoning was due to space. I have my first, that and hell, get rid of it and get some gold and silver. No need, don't even worry about, if it's just taking up space one day, somebody's going to open up that box and lose one or two of the pieces, and then the box is going to be worthless because nobody's going to want to buy an incomplete set. You know how things go. Who else is here? I'd be a buyer of an overtaxed silver round. I wish I was able to make an OT round. Check out those Krakens you spoke about in the previous stream. They're nice. I will try to buy one. I really will. Okay. Sold everything up, so will silver. The dollar will lose its buying power. Yes, I always tell people this. Remember, right around COVID, when COVID came out, I mean, just before it, silver was 19 bucks, give or take a few cents. COVID came out. What happened? Silver jumped up to 23, then 24. From $19 to 23, 24, to where we see it now, 26 and change. Since when do you remember putting $19 in the bank account and seeing that $19 grow to $26? Why put your freaking money in a bank? With silver, even if I'm wrong about the price completely, this should prove to you at least you got a chance. You have a chance with silver. You have no chance with the dollar, saving dollars. The purchasing power, the amount of widgets in which you can buy with a dollar, is constantly decreasing. With silver, there's a chance that one day your $19 silver will turn to $26, $27, $30. There's a chance it can go to $100. There's a chance. Can you imagine sticking a dollar bill in the savings account at Chase Morgan? Will it ever be able to go to $40 just on interest alone? Absolutely not, let alone $100. This will, folks, make many people rich because of the amount of silver they got. A lot of people are going to be very well off with this. Again, no links. I'm not pumping it. I don't own my own silver company or anything. DODD cast. My absolutely favorite videos from Overtax, that be me, are the two videos on how to handle people who come knocking on your door in a shit hit the fan situation. That is correct. I made two videos because in a shit hit the fan situation, you're going to hear this. Hello, who is it? Yeah, I was wondering. I'm Tom and Susan from next door. You wouldn't have anything extra to eat, would you? And I go through the video on how to handle these people and what to do and the precautions to take. Because it's coming, folks. It's coming. Regardless of whether you believe me or not, there's going to be people around you, and we're already starting to see it, who've been laid off so long that they're running out of money to feed themselves. And once you give them once you're charitable one time, they know where it is. And you'll keep hearing that every time they run out. So I go through videos. I did a small series on how to handle and what to do. And it's a hard video to swallow, but if you want to look it up, go for it. Thank you so much, iShip. And Michael Palm, I wish silver went to 50 cents per ounce. Ooh. Yeah, 50 cents, but only for a couple of weeks, okay? Let's not get stupid here. Gabby Marr, thank you very much. And who else is here? Gugu, what's up? Great work with the channel. Great work with the channel. I bought 9 Queen's Beast coins last year for about 45 a piece. Check the price now, and man, you want to talk about nice premiums. Laugh. Now, people, don't be alarmed by $45 a piece for a Queen's Beast. It's a beautiful coin, by the way. But most Queen's Beast, correct me if I'm wrong, are 2 ounces, okay? So if you can get your hands on some Queen's Beast silver coins or the private tier series. Private, like the word private, tier, private tier, not pirate, like It's not pirate tier, it's private tier. You're going to love both of those series. You're just going to freaking absolutely fall in love with them, and you're going to collect every last one of them. I think one Queen's Beast, and I'm working on getting the rest. Anthony Alfig, I'm hearing this slam was to keep silver bullion banks from losing dollars on their short positions. Anthony, I really don't know. I wish I had a more educated answer. I've 1972, does detail and design matter when shit hit the fan? Or shiny, non-tarnished people will care at that point? Well, I think silver will be silver when shit hits the fan. But I will tell you this. During a shit hit the fan situation or rule without law, what's going to be most important when bartering, you got to understand what type of people you're going to be dealing with. 99% of the human population does not know what silver is, silver bullion. Okay? My advice to you in dealing with these people who are just learning. I mean, they're starving and they're just learning. Imagine it. They're just learning. They got just a few weeks under their belt what silver is. We need to get some, blah, 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 blah. You need to stack what is most recognizable to people who might not have a full knowledge of silver, okay? So many people will recognize the most common coins. Your silver eagles, your American silver, your American silver eagles, your Canadian maple leaves, I apologize. The generic round that has the buffalo and the Indian on the front. Some of your more common coins you're going to want to collect for these people. Not for them, for the purpose of them enjoying it, but that they recognize it, that they'll actually barter with you for it. Because let's face it, when you go to sell your silver, it ain't because it's all, oh, it's fun, let's go sell silver. No, it's because you're going to need the money. Let's not kid ourselves. It's because you need the money and you don't want the deal to fall through, do you? Therefore, have something that's recognizable to people. Because if company XYZ opened up just yesterday and you bought a whole shitload of XYZ coins and people look at it, I don't know what this is. I mean, it looks silver. How do I know it's real? You got to understand the mindset of most people. 99% of the people do not know what silver is, unfortunately, okay? And then you're going to tell me, oh, they can use a silver tester? They don't even know what silver is, let alone what a silver and gold acid test is, okay? So prep also for those type of people is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. But I personally, I get recognition coins, my eagles, my maple leafs, but I also love getting nice little rounds that are artistic, in my opinion. The Privateer series, the Queen's Beast series, many other coins. So I will purchase them based on their artwork. But I will not do an infinite stack on those coins in the fear that somebody else might not appreciate them, recognize them, and fear of buying them. You know, artwork. It's kind of like having a Mona... I know there's only one Mona Lisa, but let's just say there was 10. Really, would you want to have all 10? It's the same damn picture. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I like to have one of each coin. I don't need to have a tube of one coin. As far as, let's say, the Queen's Beast, I don't need to have a tube of Kraken coins or a whole tube of the pirate standing with his foot on the treasure chest. I'll take one of each from the series, but I don't need a whole tube, is what I'm saying. It's kind of like, it's like having like 10 Berettas, 9mm Berettas. It's the same damn gun. Why do it? I don't know. I don't know if I made any sense there. All right, Thomas, JR, 14. I was your 50th like me and my son Thomas hit. He is 8. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's Thomas JR 14 and his son. Awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you for joining in. Now I feel like a celebrity. You think Biden will hire me to promote his campaign? I mean, that's what all celebrities do, right? Not me. Matt Janiga. I don't even want to try to pronounce that. I'm getting dangerously close to a bad word. If you want to see what can happen to the purchasing power of the dollar, look at the Turkish lira over the last few years. Thank you so much. In Canada, we won't pay tax on bullion, but our premiums are slightly higher than the U.S. We need an overtaxed taxpayer round. I wish I don't have the money to buy blanks. I think they're called blanks. I don't have that kind of... you're going to have to stick with just a t-shirt, guys, and an ugly beard and tilted tweed glasses. It's like, what the hell happened to these glasses? Don't tell mom we to be. Don't tell mom we to be. Thank you. Should be sleeping. Yeah, he should be. And I need to now watch my language. Our HOA 4396, hi from Chicago. I remember buying about 20 to 30 ounces of silver back in 2011 when it hit like 35 an ounce. But then I thought I bought a monster box of Eagles in 2015 when it was around 14. From 35 to 14. And I feel like that made up for it all. Biff Bifford, US dollar had a, where I lost it. Biff Bifford, I lost his comment. The wealthy spend 2019 loading up on silver. They will sell it over the next 12 months, which might bring the prices down. I think things will unravel after the presidential elections. I've said this before. Biden wins. It'll probably be the last time you ever see a conservative win the election again. I really do believe that. I also believe he will turn this world upside down to a socialist country. However, if Trump wins, you better pray that you have your guns, your ammo, your food supply, your silver, your medical kits. Because I'm telling you this right now. When Trump wins, and I do believe he's going to win, they've already conditioned that to these people. It's okay to commit violence. You got a free license to do whatever you want. We won't stop you. Tear this country apart. They're already conditioning the people to do it. They're already training in the streets how to do it. And I'm telling you this right now. You ain't seen nothing yet. You think you've seen it bad on television. Coming to every town. And I said this before. Can you imagine a couple of thousand rioters coming into the suburban area, the suburbs, maybe a residential area where there's only 200 homes, 250 homes, couple thousand rioters attacking 250 homes? You ain't seen nothing yet, folks. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to go grocery shopping after Trump gets elected for the first few weeks. Mark my words. You remember this conversation. You ain't seen nothing yet when it comes to violence. Nothing. And I think it's going to be going well beyond just beating people up. I'll say nothing more about that because I don't want to be accused of inciting anything. Be prepared is what I'm telling you. The worst is yet to come, regardless of who gets into office. I don't know what else to say about it, but I've been prepping. I got a year's worth of food in this house. A year's worth of food. I got enough guns and ammo that everybody in this household can cover a window. Lost for words, 99% is pushing it. 80% perhaps. Paul Taylor, thank you for Lost for Words. Who else? Peter Schweigart. Who else is here? James 6, is it worth to buy 250 grams or a kilo gold bar right now? I don't know. I can't even afford a freaking kilo gold bar. Are you freaking kidding me? Do I look like I can afford a kilo gold bar? Dude, you got to do what's good for you. You can't take a schmuck's... Don't take my freaking financial advice. You got to do what's good for you, okay? I mean this sincerely. Personally, if I had that kind of money, I'd put 2/3 of it into silver and the remaining 1/3 into gold in smaller increments, okay? Because if you buy a huge gold bar, ain't nobody going to be able to afford to buy it back from you when you need to sell it. And I think you're pulling my leg, but for all you folks out there who are thinking about big gold bars or even big silver bars, you need to think in advance what it's going to be like to sell that to somebody. Will you be able to sell it? Remember, it's not like the dollar or a $5 bill where they can break change, okay? So also think in the future, have a little foresight when buying your precious metals. Please not Biden. I love the show. Thank you so much. Mrs. Just Horse, yes, Michelle Obama already warned us how it's going to get worse. Yeah, they were already telling you it's going to get worse. You will pay the price for voting Trump in. We will make sure of that. And I have no doubt that they're conjuring up, manufacturing another virus. I believe that's right, that this one was created just for the purpose that it's being used for now. Michael Anderson, off subject, but I got a Berkey this month and love it. Berkey water filter. I've been preaching that. Everybody needs to buy one before Trump gets elected. You're going to need fresh water. And again, not a link. I don't have no links. Buy your Berkey water filter from my link. Go out and buy yourself a freaking Berkey water filter. Look at the reviews. It's phenomenal water. You can literally take water from a freaking lake, pour it in there, and you'll have clean, perfect drinking water. Beautiful tasting, some of the best tasting water. Who else is here? William Prince. Who else is here? Thank you so much. You hag Biff get seen. All right. I don't know what you're saying. Seen nothing yet. Okay, either way, gonna suck. It is. It's gonna suck. Silver miner 5 ounce. I don't see Trump doing nothing about the riots. That's one thing I'm not happy about. I think he's actually doing it on purpose. Think about this. First of all, you need to understand the separation of powers that are in the Constitution. There is a separation of federal powers and state powers. You are not, as a federal government, allowed to intervene in state governance unless it jeopardizes the federal. He's also doing this so people can see their true colors. I think this has woken up more liberals are voting for Trump now this year than any time before. And if Trump would have fixed everybody's problem, nobody would have seen the problem. Everybody still be blinded. Trump left things alone, let the mayors, let the governors talk their crap so people can see their true colors. Think of it that way. Not everything is the federal government's responsibility. And there's that separation of federal and state powers. You need to Google that. Just Google separation federal state powers and read up on it. I'm not kidding you. But again, most importantly, he's playing them. He's just letting them show their true colors. Somebody put a green thing here on the top of my window. I don't know what that is. Oh, I see what it is. You click on it. Thank you so much. It looked like a little ghost and like a planet or something up there. Thank you. I didn't even know what that was. Appreciate it. James 6, thank you so much for being here. William Prince, Edgewater. Who else haven't I mentioned? So Silver Miner, check that out, okay? Look at the separation of powers. It's written. It's written in our Constitution. So anyway, folks, I'll say a couple of more minutes and then I'll call it a night. He offered help. Another thing, he did offer help. Mrs. Jess Horse is right. Silver, where are you? Silver 5 ouncer, where are you? Don't you remember when Trump offered to send in troops and every state said no? Don't you remember that? Remember? Federal troops are guarding that federal courthouse, and they claim that the riots accelerated because of the federal troops, and that if the federal troops would go away, so would the riots. The federal troops went away, and the riots even escalated even higher. Don't you remember that? You blame Trump? No, Trump's playing them. Good point, Miss Jess Horse. You earned yourself an extra point. Fourth world wilderness. The Constitution has not been the law of the land for the last 50 years based on what actions governments have taken. Freedom Patriot Acts finished the job. Absolutely. Fake account. I've been using in a home electric water distiller, distill water from my sink. Big one. Thank you so much for being here, William Prince. Thank you. Thank you so much, Silver Miner. Again, no disrespect to you, but it's not Trump's fault, okay? He's just playing them. I think he's waking a lot of people up, saying, hey, take a look at this, people. And a lot of times, CNN and MSNBC are not going to tell you this, what I'm saying. They'll actually hide it. These nuts, don't you remember when Trump gave a standing ovation to Hillary Clinton? Sure, but then he wasn't a politician. And we can all change our minds over time, can't we? I can one day love vanilla ice cream, but eventually I can change my mind. Ain't I allowed that? Isn't that, allowable? So I can't hold somebody accountable for what they did 15 years ago. Because I'll tell you something. If you knew the kid I was, you probably wouldn't like me. I'm 56 years old now. I am not that person anymore. I am not that person. And neither are you. You are not the person you were when you were a kid. I can't blame you for everything you've done in your past. Lighthawk Demon, have a good evening. Good night. Thank you so much, Lighthawk. I appreciate you joining us here. President Trump is controlled by the opposition. He is playing us. Who is the opposition? Because I'll tell you something. 100% of everybody seems to hate him, except for the people. Every news media outlet channel, every freaking Hollywood star, every music star, every politician from around the world, the bankers, the corporations, and some of his generals. Who the hell is the opposition that's using him as a puppet? There's nobody left. Oh, boy. Peter Schweigart, good feed tonight. Everybody else seems to think so, William. Jeremiah Babe video tonight. Okay, people are leaving me for Jeremiah Babe. That's okay. He's got a good channel, too. Tell him I said so, would you? Tennessee called in the National Guard, and it stopped right away. Right. Biff Bifford, like Q says, the media won't tell the truth. It's all about optics. The people need to see the atrocities being promoted and perpetrated by the left. And that's what Trump's given. He's given them enough rope to hang themselves. President Trump is the Trojan horse. Okay. So you're telling me President Trump is worse than Biden? Are you kidding me? Rosie O'Donnell. With all due respect, where the president doesn't control much, it's all a stage to keep us distracted from the good old boys. You know, I think Trump is doing as good as he can do, though, Shepard. I truly believe that. He is trying to fight the good old boys. And what you're calling the good old boys is really the shadow government. And Trump is trying to take down the shadow government. What you're calling the good old boys is really the swamp. And Trump is trying to take down the swamp. But you got to understand, they are all up against him, and they are not controlling him. And I think that is part of the problem. They are taking away everything they have accomplished in just this one term. You have to understand something, that slavery never ended. It was perfected, and Trump is trying to reverse that. We all are slaves now. We all are slaves. We all are overtaxed. We all are overregulated. Put who in timeout? Seaway 44, put who in timeout? For what? Lost words, principle, and corporations funding terrorist orgs. That's not Trump's fault. And William, come on. You think this is the first president corporations were funding terrorist organizations? Are you telling me this all happened? Racism, misogyny, funding terrorist organizations, being overtaxed, it all happened under just Trump's watch? Are you kidding me? Biff Bifford, I need to see that intro, the raspberry jello. William, I respect you though. I really do, and I respect these conversations. I really do, William. At least I can say you and Shepard are very respectful. You speak your mind, but you do it in a very respectful manner, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I miss context, but it's kind of hard when you're just reading. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of hard to read into things. Raise your taxes through the roof. Yeah. I'm not a slave anymore, debt-free, mortgage-free. I wish I was in your boat, Tamara, but I'm not. I'm still a slave. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. And I'm trying to talk people to come down that path of debt, of being free of debt and whatnot. There is no peaceful protest in my area, but downtown Tucson there has been. Peaceful protest. Rothschild Incorporated bailed out Trump. He is very convincing, free to fight through. Okay, but where's your proof? It's so easy to say the Rothschilds bailed out Trump. And was this just a business transaction with one of his real estate dealings? Or did he bail out Trump as a president? I'll tell you what. I'll take money from anybody who wants to bail me out of a problem, pretty much, if I'm not a politician. But you can't hold me accountable for that business transaction. Business is business. Okay, you can't, like I said already, you can't hold somebody accountable for something they did 20 years ago. It's ridiculous. It's like me blaming you. Love your show tonight, Dallas Potts. Thank you so much. Try being mortgage-free in Hawaii. I would love to be mortgage-free in Hawaii, dude. I would love to be mortgage-free in Tucson. Lost words, did you get the super sticker? Super sticker. I don't think I did, Lost. Can you describe it? Because I got a couple of stickers, but I think they were from somebody else. Let me see. No, I got them from Silver Game of Thrones. Is the only stickers I got. And I save everything I receive here. So I don't believe I did. I apologize. So anyway, folks, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to ask one last favor from you. If you just give me a thumbs up, if you haven't already, I really would appreciate it. I appreciate everybody, and I do mean everybody that joined me tonight, because I know many of you have to go to work tomorrow, and you should be relaxing, sitting, chilling out, and mentally preparing to go to work, instead of talking to somebody like me. I'm not trying to dissuade you into it, but I just want to convey that I really appreciate your time. Time is one of our most rarest commodities that we have. I really do believe that. When I have 1 or 2 days off after working 10 hours straight every day, and somebody wants a piece of my time, when I finally got a day off, I get angry because I feel like they're taking something from me. So I understand how you folks feel. Bugman 5923, what is our world going to be like in 20 years? Looking for a secondary bug out property after this beer. I'm just curious, Bugman, and I'm not asking for a location exact, but what state? because I'm thinking about South Carolina now. So my wife's thinking about South Carolina as a moving ground, Idaho, southeast Texas, and I'm thinking about maybe some land in Florida. So I want to move one last time and retire there. So out of those 4 places, I'm just curious where can everybody, before I leave, tell me the state you're in and maybe a close by city without giving away your addresses. I'm just curious. Anybody know anything about the northwest portion of South Carolina? Sure does look pretty. I'm thinking about Idaho. Twin Falls, man, looks gorgeous. And I'm trying to find conservative states and cities, but we're not going to move until after the election. We want to see if some states switch, so to speak. I don't want to accidentally move into a conservative city now and find out that they switched. Wisconsin, Madison, Tennessee. Who else? Come on, tell me. Tampa Bay. Love Tampa Bay. One day dream about owning a boat, putting in the Tampa Bay waters and going fishing for grouper. I used to live in Tampa area. Bugman, I live in southwest Iowa looking at northern Missouri. Okay, thank you so much. Alberta, Canada. Come on, people, keep going. Massachusetts. North Carolina on the coast. I'm very curious what you know about that. I'm in OU, Hawaii. I can't pronounce it. Florida, West Palm, freaking A. I live in New York City but can't protect my family. New Yorkistan, don't come here. Deep in the Catskills of New York. Love New York and I love the Catskills. I'm a New Yorker, by the way. Born in Brooklyn, raised in the Bronx. South Dakota. I thought about South Dakota, but don't look like there's much to do out there. I mean, once you've seen a couple of the national parks, it's done. Western Massachusetts, thank you so much. Virginia, Alexandria, and I'm thinking of leaving. Connecticut, very democratic. Sorry about that. In Beirut on the Lake Chicago. Shop the country, sheriff. State doesn't matter. All right, all right, good info from Bugman. If you're moving, look at the county or the city or the state sheriff, okay? The county sheriff, and find out what they're like, and that determines what the region's going to be like. Excellent point. I will do that. Houston, Texas. I'm thinking about Houston, but more in towards the Galveston area. These are 4 places that we're considering moving permanently. Cost of living is an arm and a leg just for a can of Spam. Tennessee, 60 miles from Nashville, Red State. Tennessee near Oak Ridge. Los Angeles, California. I'm sorry about that. James 6 in the house. Thank you so much, James 6. Brain sounds drunk. I'm not drunk. My brain is not drunk. Love gas stations. They have Spam and rice balls. You should have got $5 sticker. Michigan. I didn't get that. I'm sorry, lost for words. Was there a tracking number? I do apologize. I feel bad. I really do. I feel bad. Southern Michigan. Tennessee's awesome. Land is cheap. Still crystal clear water. My wife mentioned Tennessee, but I don't know. I have to check it out. Indiana farmland or Fallon, Nevada. Everyday party for me, although I work in a Camus Farms after I fixed helicopters. That would be kind of freaking cool. Fixing helicopters and maybe going for a ride. But I wanted to thank somebody who just showed up. They emailed my P.O. box. I don't know if the coin will focus. They emailed me this beautiful War on Freedom coin. Thank you so much. You know who you are. I don't want to give away your name because I don't have permission. And it's basically, it's an SD Bullion coin. And this came with the coin. I want to show my appreciation to that person. This is coin number 1,762 out of only 2,620 created. Thank you so much. You know who you are. And Mark UC, thank you. Minnesota. He's talking about the super hat sticker you got on here. Super hat. Oh, the super chat. Yes, I believe I got it. I don't get many of them to know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about stickers. You're talking about chats, not a sticker, right? Because you said sticker. Earlier you said sticker. Yes, I got it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yes, $4.99. Thank you. If you don't mind, I'm going to put it towards a piece of silver. With your permission. I don't waste any money. Let's see. 2 arrows. Silver is crap anyway. All right. Thank you. 2 arrows in the house. Maynard Wellman. Thank you. And Tony, yes. Folks, I am going to call it a night. I really appreciate your time again. Before you leave, you just give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and click that little bell icon. Why? The bell icon, if you click it, will notify you every time I'm about to put out a live stream. Okay, so you can be here on time for the live streams. It'll also notify you every time I put out a video. I don't only do live streams. I put out good videos. So you folks have a great day. I'm going to go watch the DNC, the Democratic Convention, and then go throw up. Take care. And thank you for your support.